What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got so much going on here in our country right now, and you could be a billionaire coming here soon right now as the Powerball has officially set a new world record. Estimated to be $1.9 billion, probably will make it to $2 billion or higher here. The highest lottery prize ever. Yeah, so nobody has won it yet. It's going to be $2 billion with the next drawing on Monday here. People lining up to get tickets here. $2 billion. The cash option estimated to be about half of that. And then you're going to have to pay about half of that in taxes. Yeah, so quickly how that dwindles, but still, would hundreds of millions of dollars would still be a lot of money. It's quickly how that dwindles down, right? 2 billion goes to 1 billion in the cash option, and then the 1 billion, the government takes half of that in taxes, so you end up with what, about 500 million out of your 2 billion? That's yeah. I can see your dad, the accountant, rolling already. But if you take the monthly payments, then I think you get the full 2 billion, but then you're still going to take half for taxes. Yeah. Let me know. Do you plan on winning? Are you playing? You have a 1 in 292 million in odds to win. Not very good odds. Yeah, the U.S. privately asked Ukraine to show Russia it's open to talks. Yeah, this is a tough predicament here. Especially because you can see here senior White House officials involved in undisclosed talks with top Putin aides. So this is directly here from the Wall Street Journal. Jake Sullivan has had confidential discussions with Russian counterparts amid concerns over escalation and nuclear threats. So this is being reported that we are talking with Russia over nuclear threats. Yeah, President Biden's top national security advisor has engaged in recent months in confidential conversations, which maybe aren't that confidential anymore if we know about them, with top aides to Russian President Vladimir Putin in an effort to reduce the risk of broader conflict over Ukraine and warn Moscow against using nuclear weapons of mass destruction, U.S. officials have now said. Top official Jake Sullivan has been in contact with Yuri Yushkov, a foreign policy advisor to Vladimir Putin, and has also spoken with his direct counterpart in the Russian government, Nikolai Petrushkin. Also, in kind of some good news signs, Chinese President Xi warns Putin nuclear weapons in Ukraine is a red line, apparently. So I guess that's some good news, whether or not Putin would actually listen to anybody about anything ever. You know, Chinese President Xi Jinping told German Chancellor he was opposed to the use of nuclear force in Europe. This doesn't mean that, Vladimir Putin would actually, use this as a red line here. This just means that the Chinese president is opposed to it. But it's just like, it's just unbelievable. You see here, Vladimir Putin says civilians must be evacuated from the Kherson war zone as a setting scenes for a possible ferocious battle. I mean, look at the scenes of cities here that used to be livable environments. How just war-torn this country is. Imagine if you lived in this building here and this was your home. And imagine if you lived here and then now you have to evacuate it and the buildings are just being destroyed. Look, where do you live now? Your home is just gone. Sorry, you no longer have a home. You think Putin cares? Like, okay, not, your home's completely gone. There's no insurance because you think the Ukrainian insurance companies are still in business. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess you're SOL. So you just no longer have a home anymore. You're maybe lucky to have your life, I guess. This is kind of the what it's like to live there for 40 million people, right? But I mean, you could see here from the New York Times, Putin supporters enraged by Russian retreat from Lyman. And Putin, you know, them having to retreat over and over and over from ground that they had previously taken, starting it long in tooth for Putin and Russia. Um, you know, and the problem with negotiating here for Ukraine is they're taking back territory here week by week by week. So it's like, would you really want to negotiate with Putin now as you're winning the war? Because, you know, Putin's negotiations are going to be like, you know what his negotiations are going to be like? Okay, well, you know, those 4 massive territories we just took over by Ukraine, well, they're ours. Yeah, we're just going to take those. That's going to be our negotiations. You know, it's just unreasonable to negotiate with this man. Um, and meanwhile, you know, Ukraine's just like, you know, systematically taking back this territory. So, and remember, this is an invader. It would be like just a few months ago, top Russian lawmakers threatened that Russia may reclaim Alaska. So, like, imagine if this, I mean, this literally happened here. Imagine if Russia had invaded Alaska, and imagine if the exact same scenario here went on and they had taken over part of Alaska and then wanted to negotiate. And their negotiations were, okay, well, we're gonna take back half of Alaska. That's our negotiation. Would you guys allow that? Like this is what it would be like negotiation with Putin. His negotiations are like, okay, well, we want half of Alaska, and we just, you know, did the the election, and that's what people voted on. So we're reclaiming half of Alaska, and then we'll do a ceasefire. That will be a good negotiation for us. So we'll ceasefire, and we'll just take back half of Alaska. I mean, you can see the headlines here. I mean, we've gone over this before. So, I mean, it's just not realistic negotiate. I mean, you're gonna have to drive him out of the country or get some type of realistic negotiations with the guy. I mean, it doesn't hurt to negotiate with him, but it has to be realistic. Ukraine doesn't want to give up 15% of their country, thousands of miles of their country, just because Putin wants it. It's a really tough situation. It really is. Meanwhile, if you think the pandemic is over, well, of course we know it's not. We know people are still catching it here. Um, yeah, you can see this here. Video captures a screaming woman dragged into quarantine camps in China. So they're literally on full-blown lockdown in areas of China. Here's video footage of what it's like in other countries, guys. Take a look. Yeah. So if you ever wondered what it would be like to be in a communist country or some of these countries that like literally force you into quarantine, there you go. There's some footage that kind of got out. And remember that some of these countries don't even allow you to get on the internet or allow you to even see news that is not from the government. They don't even allow you to see YouTube channels like this. It's part of my mission here is to bring you guys what's going on around the world and on a daily basis. Most people don't even get to see stuff like this in other parts of the world. So, yeah, in fact, Vladimir Putin just signed a law to mobilize Russian citizens that have been convicted of serious crimes. So now if they've been convicted, now they're just going to be, instead of like being in jail, now they're going to have to go fight for their lives. Literally. Talk about like, I mean, it's wow. Yeah, Putin has signed a law to conscript citizens with expunged or outstanding convictions for murder, robbery, larceny, drug trafficking, or other serious crimes under the criminal code of the Russian Federation to be called up for military service to mobilize. This makes it possible for hundreds of thousands of people who have been sentenced to probation or have recently been released from colonies who were previously forbidden to serve. Yikes. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments, and I'll keep you up to date here as some of the stuff's getting crazy. And will this spill over here into the U.S.? Will the U.S. get sucked into this war? I mean, we're going to be here in 2023 here, and this war has no signs of ending here. And remember, the U.S. has sent tens of billions of dollars here into this, and yeah, it's dragged on for quite a while here now. Quite a while. Where do you see this going? Where do you see this ending? Do you see this ending anytime soon? Yeah, this could be quite a thing here. And remember, this has contributed to higher gas prices, higher food prices. We've seen food prices here around the globe at all-time highs, especially grain prices here, and no signs of stopping here anytime soon. And in our section of You Can't Make This Stuff Up, I want to show you this footage here. Hawaii diver nearly lands in a tiger shark's open mouth in this video. Take a look at this video. It's crazy.
Right there, wow. Holy crap. Oh, I didn't know if I got that on the GoPro. But I got on the high res.
Yeah, so this girl is getting in the water, not even looking.
Right there,
And then
wow.
all of a sudden she looks and she's just like, oh, oh my gosh. There's a tiger shark there trying to eat me. And then she like kind of laughs about it and like starts to go back in the water.
But I got on the high res.
And I'm thinking, is this girl, look, she starts going back in the water and I'm thinking, is this girl crazy? But I don't know, maybe, you know, some people are, you know, she's swimming with sharks in the open and she looks like she's going back in the water. I don't know. I mean, hey, I love animals too, but not like that much, right? So, yeah, let me know your thoughts here. Would you do that? Would you swim with sharks like that in the open? Yeah. So I'll keep you up to date. I know you can't make this stuff up, right? It's crazy here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. Click the bell icon after you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. And don't forget to hit the like button and share these videos with your family and friends so that they can join a part of our YouTube family here as well. And I'll keep you up to date here. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And you can click here to see my newest video on checks that are going out to millions of Americans that you might not even know about. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.